Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. My name is James, and in this video today I'm going to be taking you through a platform called Lingopie. Just before we get started, I wanted to let you know that there is a link below this video that's going to get you 7 days of free access to the Lingopie platform. So don't sign up for this or for any language learning product until you've trialed it. That would be my advice. There's just no point spending money on something when you're not sure that it works. Click the link below this video, sign up, get 7 days for free before you commit to anything. If you're watching this video, you probably know already what Lingopie is. It is a language learning platform which essentially enables you to learn a language by watching TV shows and movies in that language with a load of extra features that essentially enable you to learn the language you're listening to much more easily. In addition to movies and TV shows, they also have Lingopie music and Lingopie podcasts so that you essentially have access to a load of content in the language that you're learning so that you can listen to it and watch as much content as possible. So in this video today, I'm going to show you what the platform looks like, what you can expect when you sign up to Lingopie. So when you have logged into the Lingopie platform, this is essentially what it's going to look like. As you can see here, I'm logged into the Spanish catalogue. Basically, it's going to say that I haven't watched anything. The reason for that is that this is the first time I'm looking at the Spanish catalogue. Before that, I was using German. So you're going to see a catalogue that looks like this. The first thing you're going to think is, looks a lot like Netflix. Well, they've kind of copied Netflix in a way, and they've even partnered with them. I'll come on to that in just a second. The idea here is that you treat this as Netflix, but it's for language learners, okay? So the good thing here is that you can basically choose a movie based on where it's from. And I don't just mean the language, but also the country. So if you're learning Spanish from Spain, you can just watch content from Spain. If you're learning Spanish from Mexico, you can focus on Mexico, etc., etc. They have like a top 10 section, viewer's choice. You can filter programs based on your level. So if you're a complete beginner, you can watch more childlike programs that include like simpler vocabulary, for example. They have a latest releases section, an editor's pick, etc. Lingopie also now has Lingopie Kids. So if you have children, for example, that you want to expose to the language, you can use that in the same way that you would like put them in front of YouTube to listen to English, for example, or listen to Spanish or French. You can use Lingopie and they can use the interactive features to learn the language essentially rather than just listen to it. And they also have now what's called Netflix Select. So essentially Lingopie has teamed up with Netflix and essentially given them access to the catalog via a plugin. So all you need to do is download a plugin on Chrome once you have a Lingopie account, and that is going to get you access to the Netflix catalog with all of the Lingopie learning features. So just as an example here, I'm clicking on Netflix Selects. It's going to give me a list of all of these programs that I can watch on Netflix. Because I am screen recording, I can't show you what it looks like watching a Netflix program, but it's exactly the same if we choose something that's in the Lingopie catalog. And I'm just going to say the catalog of movies and TV shows that you have access to on Lingopie is not that great. Like, it's extensive, but the TV shows and movies are not like amazing. But now that they've teamed up with Netflix, I don't really think that matters because you can just watch Netflix shows with all of the Lingopie language features. So just as an example, I'm going to click on this program here. It gives me a synopsis of the program and the opportunity to start watching. So I'm going to click start watching here. It's now going to play, and on the right hand side, as you can see, I have the script. And the ability to basically watch the program whilst the script plays at the same time. Now, these are just like subtitles basically. There's nothing amazing about that. However, what is really cool is that I can basically pause and I can click on specific words and see how they're used in context. So as you can see here, you've got script, you've got a my vocabulary section, and you've got a grammar section. So basically any word or phrase that you click on, you're going to see how that's used in context and how to use that word. And you can listen to that word spoken. That's really cool. If I click on this light bulb, I can basically meet my grammar coach. I can listen to a sentence. I can practice with an AI voice recognition software. I can repeat and be given a score on how good my pronunciation is. And I can basically loop sentences, so I can keep listening to a sentence over and over until I've really mastered that pronunciation. Something that's really cool is that you have a playback feature as well, which you can see here based on your levels. So if you watch something at full speed in Spanish, you'll know that the Spanish language is like really quick. But if you're a beginner, you can slow it down and watch something in beginner mode. I don't know if you've ever listened to like a News in Slow French or News in Slow Spanish podcast. It basically gives you news and content in a slowed down way. So this is what that does, and you can select the speed that you want to listen to programs. Something else that's awesome, I think, is that you can basically go to a learn section. So basically they have what's called review and practice. That gives you access to a flashcard feature where you can basically look at words and phrases that you've saved already. You can go back to them. And there's also a private lessons feature now as well. So one of my biggest criticisms in the past with language learning platforms is that they don't give you access to teachers. Well, Lingopie does do that now. You can book a lesson with a one-on-one instructor and talk about the films that you've watched. So this is great, but that's not the main purpose of Lingopie. The main purpose is obviously to watch. They also have Lingopie Music. So as you can see here, it gives you a list of playlists, popular artists, how you can learn a language by singing. You can pick by genre as well. Let's say, for example, that I click on Vivir Mi Vida by Mark Anthony. You can listen to that song. I'm going to click play here. And it's going to give me the opportunity to watch that video, and on the right hand side we have the lyrics, we can repeat them, and we can add them to our grammar index as well. So yeah, that was a really quick run through of the Lingopie platform. You've got access to a TV catalogue that looks like Netflix. You've got access to kids section for Lingopie Kids. You've got a music section. You've got a review and practice section. You've got private lesson access as well. So overall, yeah, I would say that it's a very cool, a unique, innovative platform. The game changer for me though is the fact that you can now connect your Lingopie account to Netflix with a simple plugin. That really is a game changer because the content on the Lingopie platform isn't amazing. Now though, you can watch Netflix programs with Lingopie's dual subtitle feature, with access to a grammar coach, with access to a vocabulary tool. You can add vocabulary that you come across to your vocabulary bank and use this as part of your flashcard feature. So yeah, I think it's a great platform. Just to touch on cost, if you sign up for Lingopie, as I said, the link below this video is going to get you 7 days of free access. After that, you can either pay an upfront fee or you can pay $12 per month. I think this is pretty reasonable. It's less than I pay for my Netflix subscription, but before you have actually signed up and paid, definitely use that free trial via the link below. I would love to know what you think of Lingopie. I appreciate if you're watching this, you probably haven't used it yet. Let me know if you think this is a good way to learn the language, if it works for you. Also, once you've signed up, if you happen to come back here, let me know what you think of the platform. So yeah, that's a quick run through on the Lingopie platform. Would love to know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button if this is useful, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.